Don't click off this video because I'm about to review Ghostbusters Frozen Empire in the next 3 minutes. Start the clock. All right. In general, I hate to say it, I didn't love it. I didn't think it was that great. I think that Ghostbusters Afterlife, I think, just set such a high bar for me. Of course, the first Ghostbusters is an absolute classic. The second one is okay. Okay. But I think that Ghostbusters Afterlife kind of revitalized this beloved franchise. It had incredible emotion. It brought in some really interesting new characters, had a really nice family dynamic. There was, again, a lot of good character development, a lot of great emotion around these characters, and a very fulfilling payoff. Whereas this movie, in my opinion, felt like this greatest hits nostalgia piece that didn't offer really anything new at all. I think the writing here is incredibly weak. I think that the roster of characters is so dense, and that's, I think, probably the biggest issue. There's no room for this cast to have their moments to shine. I mean, this really is the story of Phoebe and her kind of growing up, sort of say, but like we just don't get a lot of those moments of family dynamic. Like the family dynamic in this movie is interesting. It's set up very interesting, but it's never played upon really ever. Like the writing here is just incredibly weak, and it leads to a very unappealing and very unsatisfactory conclusion to the movie. The villain is also incredibly weak here as well, but I'm not going to get into all of that. I don't want to rag on it. There are some things that work here. I think the performances overall work. They do what they're being asked to do, and there's nothing here that is inherently bad, I would say. It's fun enough. I mean, it's got the Ghostbusters charm, but again, I just think that the writing really lacks here in general. And the visual effects are good. Like, I won't say that they're not like top tier Avatar level visual effects, but they get the job done, and I think that they do it in a rather effective way. But I think that third act really kills it for me, honestly. I think the acting in that third act in particular isn't great. And if you've seen the movie, you know what parts of it I'm talking about. And again, I just think the writing really lacks here. There's really no character development at all. Phoebe maybe gets a little bit because it really is kind of her movie. But other than that, it just, like I said, is a kind of greatest hits nostalgia piece. It tries to bring back a lot of hidden gems and funny things, and you're getting the team back together. But at some point, those movies just aren't effective if you don't have an effective story. And the villain, if the villain's weak, the villain looked scary. And again, that's credit to the visual effects. But in the end, this was just incredibly poor writing. So I wanted to love it, but I really didn't. God, that's it. I hate ragging on movies. I really do. It's like, this movie's like, this is not like a bad movie. You know, it's not like a Madam Web where that movie's just a dumpster fire. Like, there's moments here that I'm like, okay, you know, and it's fun. It's got the charm. The writing just really kills it for me. It's just an over-bloated, nostalgia-filled type movie, and that's really what it is. But that's the end of that. I appreciate you all watching. Go down below in the comments. I know a lot of people watched the movie over the weekend. Let me know, what did you think of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know why. I was a big fan of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Like, I admittedly really enjoyed that movie and thought that they did a lot of interesting things. But in the end, this one just kind of was a lackluster kind of disappointment for me. I was interested to see where they were going to continue the story, and I am going to be interested to see where they continue the story after this, because Hollywood loves a good franchise. But yeah, again, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Some people like it. It's doing well at the box office, so you may have liked it. It just didn't really work for me. That's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. It means the absolute world. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get this channel to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so I would really appreciate it if you took the time to hit that subscribe button. Go check out my main channel. We're going to have some more content coming as the year continues to go. Trying to get that one to 5,000 subs by the end of the year. Again, another incredibly lofty goal, but we're going to try to do it. I don't know. I'm just setting goals this year, and that's a lofty one. But I appreciate you all for checking out my main channel, and go follow me on Instagram. Love the aesthetic change. It makes posting so much easier and so much more frequent. So make sure you go over there and check me out on Instagram as well. All those things will be linked down below in the description. I really appreciate you all so much for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Do all the things you do on YouTube. And once again, I appreciate you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.